Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 27 of my Motorsport Manager Let's Play with my creator team. I do apologise to fans of my Football Manager series, there is an episode less this week. I basically tried to get an episode recorded, I couldn't get to a record point. I've got so much limited time on when I can record that I thought the best thing to do for the channel was to record an episode of Motorsport Manager, because I can just come in, record it and get it sorted and uploaded so that at least something is going up. Football Manager should still be on the channel at the point of recording. We've got a couple of scout reports here on Barnaby White. He's decent, we won't get him. And on Bindo Giuliani, again decent, but we won't get him. But I'm going to just pop him in my favourites anyway. We've got also a scout offer, but yeah, so Football Manager should be on the channel, but there's one less episode. I've gone for Motorsport Manager because I was kind of forced into it. So we've got 400,000 over 12 races, upfront payment. Yeah, it's so much better than the other two offers. Really should maybe start building a helipad as well. Can we afford to do it? New buildings, helipad. Yep, there we go. Because hopefully next season we'll be able to hit those 5-star sponsors and take it on, and that will pay for itself very, very quickly. It's not an expensive build. We're not that far off the 5-star sponsors. I think it said it was 75% there, and you need 80% for 5-star if I remember correctly. Wet weather training for Frankie Kinect, too expensive because I'm just not paying it for you, mate. It's not that it's too expensive. I'd pay the 500,000 if I was keeping you, but you're in severe decline. It's not worth the stress of paying 500k and putting ourselves in financial difficulty. Got a couple of more scout reports coming through. Hopefully these are free agents. So we've got Elise Gall, film on a documentary with plus 25 marketability. Won't be interested anyway, but we'll add her in the favourites for future reference. And we've got another one somewhere. Just another warning, we're getting sacked at the end of the season. So we've got 4 races to save our season. 40% teammates will not improve quite as quickly. Okay, going to avoid this. Connor Chapman, did like his name, he's British, I was kind of tempted for that. Is all round, I like his stats, marketability is not good enough, and a rehorse dog is an issue for me. Got the extra race coming in next season as well, so if we can get 5-star sponsors would be absolutely massive for us. In fact, now the fact that we can recontrol Ellie, I'm thinking we'll try and renew her contract. She's not interested. Okay, that's not good. Hopefully we can improve. Tondela was an absolute horror show the last time. Leaked information, a fine should suffice, or should we sack him? Staff, Gary Watson, I was looking at, he's got 3 months left on his contract. Let's fine him, take the money. Really should have fired him for the chairman happiness, because that's putting us back in the at risk section. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and we'll go into practice. We'll target for 6 again. Fit parts, just to make sure we've got all the best parts, apart from the risky, of course. 410 on the brakes, and we're still not purple. I'm actually curious, let's have a look at the car. So brakes, we're above average on everything. I don't really know what more to say on that. Yeah, we'll go into this race. I'll be back for practice in just a minute, guys. And we're back, a much more promising practice session, finishing 2nd and 4th. Got decent setups. It worked out fairly nicely. I'm just sort of got put on low and let them do in the last lap just to cruise round. Don't really know why, if I'm honest. Usually I would keep them on attacking and whatnot. Strategy for the race will be a 2-stopper, starting on the softs, going on to the mediums. Looks like we've got 2 top 10 starts. Good news. We need all the points we can get now. We're only 20.8 points off the top team, but we need to hit 3rd, and that's a problem. So we're going to go short on the softs first. Of course it doesn't really matter, but we're going to go to lap 5 or so on both cars. Work it out from there, and we'll push and overtake and push for the first lap, and then I'll bring it down to high and push. LMR starting 3rd, that's really good. So our better driver, now we can control her as well. I'm really considering renewing our contract. It'd be nice to have another number 1 there. She is fairly cheap for what she offers, but if we can't keep her, we've obviously got that new scouting facility. Hopefully we find someone between now and the next season. Reality is though, we need to finish third in the championship to keep our job, as you can see from all the messages, and that's not going well. Frankie Kinne's obviously had a horror start here as well, and we've not got the best car for around here. Frankie Kinne's decline's really hindering him in general. We're going to go down to push and high, and push and high. Happy to go through the tyres for a few laps here, just try and get something out of them. Hopefully Frankie's really where I'm hoping my bet's on here. Went through a lot more fuel than what I expected to on that first lap, but it's working out okay right now. Tyre temperature's in a very good zone, maybe rising slightly, but that is not a bad thing. We'll go down to neutral and neutral on Ellie Marsh now, and neutral on Frankie Kinne. Lagged just a little bit there. Ellie is also faster than the car in front of her, she just can't get past Hong Liao, which is really hindering her race. But the plan is here is we go short, and then we have 2 longer stints, hopefully in cleaner air, where we can drive a bit faster and allow our drivers to do what they do best, which in the case of Frankie Kinne is really nothing. But there's no options to replace him right now that are affordable and financially viable, which we really have to be on the right end of. But Ellie's off to a decent start here. We're in 3rd and 14th. If we can get another top 6 finish, that would be brilliant news for us. Frankie Kinne, we obviously need to replace at some point, but the reality is I'm not sure when that's going to happen. Said about lap 5 we would stop, so let's go aggressive with Ellie here and pit. We're going on to the medium tyre after this. I'm not going to risk a pit stop, and we'll do the same with Frankie, and this will be us going into cruise control after this, so should have we've got more than enough gap. Even if a mistake happens on Ellie, which would be a disaster anyway, we've got more than enough gap that any mistake should not be an issue, at least for both drivers' race. So we're going to go onto medium and medium as he comes in. Ellie doesn't come out in the clean air. I was hoping she would. That is not good, and she's been overtaken. That is a bit of a hindrance for her race, but she's made her first stop. A lot of the soft runners will have to stop in a couple of laps time as well. They'll struggle to make it to lap 10. I think a 2-stop strategy is what works for everyone here. Frankie's got the clean air that I was hoping he would get, so it's worked out for one of our drivers. But as you see there, Ellie losing a lot of time under braking, avoiding going into the back of a car. It's really not worked out for Ellie Marsh here. Tondela is becoming a bit of a bogey track for us. The medium runners might be able to 1-stop, I am unsure on that, but I can't see these soft runners being able to 1-stop. If we went soft, we would have been 3 stops at least, so we're having to make things work out for us. That traffic does clear in front of her, and she is just behind Brondich, who I think she was behind originally. If not, it would be close, and she's still close to him, so she's maybe lost 1 place through it all. But I think when all this traffic digests, she would be in first place. She's actually jumped Hong Liao, which is good, so it might work out for her. Frankie Kinne up into 16th, down to 17th rather. Free air, not such a good commodity for him now. The pit stops window's going, but again, it's showing that everyone else is having a 2-stop strategy as well. We just stopped earlier, and then we went for our 2 longer stint into the race. And as long as Ellie Marsh can maintain this sort of pace, then she should comfortably be in 2nd place at the end of this first set of pit windows. If my maths is correct anyway. It would be because El Sadat was leading the race, so she has jumped him fairly comfortably. And she should be able to go to lap 15 on this set of tyres. And she is recovering fuel at a rate that should mean that she recovers it well enough that she doesn't have to worry about it at the end of the race. As long as we're sticking to medium, we might have to push on the tyres a little bit because temperatures are dropping just a little bit, although temperature has just risen, so maybe that will help, and it will rise again on and off throughout this race, so we can just keep an eye on that. Doesn't look like any rain's incoming. I actually wouldn't mind rain because I tend to get rain fairly well on in races, and again in wet races over those that don't. Even looking at those medium runners that are at the front, I can't see them one stopping here, so hopefully they all have to two stop. They've managed 12 laps on them, but they've shredded through them, so even if they manage it, I think they'll be slow enough that we will pass them on track, because we are gaining time over them every couple of laps. Tyre temperatures should go up soon again, and grip is also going up. So there's another one in the pit. So Ellie back up into third, Frankie in 11th. It's been another solid race for us so far, as long as we can continue this kind of pace. Zarate and Gomez are the two that I'm not sure will two stop, but I'm hoping that I've got enough pace at the end of the race to beat them anyway. We are definitely lapping maybe slightly quicker than Gomez overall right now, as he comes into the pits now. We've got another couple of laps before we come back in. We'll come to come out ahead of him just now, but if he goes for another medium stint, he has managed to make a one-stop strategy viable for his team. We're 4 seconds off the lead, and maybe losing a bit of time to Bronlich, who I will struggle to pronounce. Frankie, you can pit at the end of the next lap, buddy. In fact, this isn't going to work. I needed to do another lap on those. It does say you can do 10, but apparently not. So we'll bring Ellie Marsh in now. We'll bring Frankie in at the end of the next lap, because he's still got some tyres left, but I couldn't keep Ellie out any longer. No mistakes, please. Good. And Ellie has made her second stop in 6th place. In fact, she's in a very good position here time wise. 21 seconds behind the leader. She was 4 seconds behind, but a good pit stop puts her into good contention here. We're going to conserve her tyres just a little bit, just in the hope that there's no issues. Pitting Frankie Kinney at the end of this lap as well for his second stop. He's lost a place as he comes into the pits, but his tyres were going off, so it's not really a huge surprise. Ellie, I'm just going to conserve her tyres for a couple of laps, and then we'll go. Huge mistake on Frankie's pit stop though. 9.6 seconds lost. That is absolutely massive. Not had the pit stop luck this season. And that puts them that it could even be last after everyone else makes their second stop. It's an absolute disaster for us in terms of how this race is going. Track temperature's good, so neutral should be good enough. No rain forecast that we can see. In fact, just more and more dry weather. Not had a rainy race for a while. I would really like one. Maybe we can get one next episode. Either way, Ellie Marsh chasing down on Chu. There's a car, Elsa Dat's in the pits. She will come out ahead of Elsa Dat, moving her up to 5th. Frankie Kinney is so far behind everyone, he is not getting past these pit stop cars, which is frustrating because that was a 10-second mistake. Take 10 seconds off his time, puts him into 17th place with every car above him needing to pit apart from Ellie and Liao. Ellie is now caught up with Chu, who needs to pit. His tyres are gone. Bronlich is also pitted. Be close between her and him, I think. He does maintain his gap in front, and Liao is behind, having also made 2 stops. This is my expected top 3 would be Bronlich, Marsh and Liao in any order you like. I think Bronlich has just got too much for Ellie and Liao to catch up to, but Gomez might be able to one stop. I'm sure I said Elsa that went into the pits a couple of laps ago. Must be wrong. Either way, Ellie's doing a stellar job here in 4th place. Hopefully Kinney can get past some of those in the pits. He can, that is good news. Don't think many ahead of him need to pit anymore though, which is not so good news. But hopefully we can make it work and stick anyway. Ellie's in a good position if any of those cars that are ahead need to pit and I've got their one stop strategy wrong. I'm looking at Elsa Dat. She should be able to catch. She's about 10 seconds behind El Sadat, but if those tyres do go off, look like they're about 25% right now. Let's have a look. El Sadat 30%, so his tyres will definitely go off, so he needs to pit again, or he's going to lose a lot of time, and she's not that far behind him. So if he decides not to try and risk it, it's extremely risky. I think on the other hand though, Gomez will make the end of the race. He's on similar tyre wear to Ellie, which is unfortunate for us. El Sadat's going to pace. We should drop off in the next couple of laps. Don't think they're going to pit him now, because he would drop a lot of positions. But then remember the time that Ellie dropped 10 positions in one lap, which put us into the board ultimatum situation. Frankie Kane doing okay in 14th again, take 10 seconds off that time, and that's another top 10 finish for us. It's a lot of points that have been lost by one pit stop mistake. Hopefully we can make it work long term. El Sadat did indeed pit, and he's decided to go for another set of mediums. That's interesting. 2.5 laps to go. Surely you have to go for the power on the softer ones. Elliot, I'm going to conserve you on their tyres right now, because I can't afford to pit you. In fact, we're going to back right up, because we've got 2 laps to go. So I need to get you really doing whatever we can. I will push you on the fuel though to try and help that out, but as long as you don't go below about 18%, we should be okay. But that's maybe a bit of an ask right now at the percentage rate that it's dropping. Frankie is okay. Ellie obviously had to pit that a lap earlier because her first set of tyres went off earlier than expected. She does have a train coming up behind her as well. It's not good news. El Sadat's actually not that far behind on very fresh tyres. Come on. Podium finish please, Ellie. Just hold on for the win. Well, for the podium. Come on. Couldn't hold on for the win earlier in the season. Can you hold on for a podium in Tondela? El Sadat's going to nick it. 0.00 on the line against El Sadat. The photo finish for 3rd place, and we've come out on the wrong end of it. He just had enough. It's like that ERS boost that you get in some championships with the DLC. That's what it looked like. Our tyres just went. He got past the car that was sort of the blocker, and he just had the juice coming out of the last corner. Still, decent result. Only one car made a one-stop work. I'm a bit surprised that one even tried it, to be honest. Promoted to 2nd. Yes, El Sadat and Bromwich both cheated. Cheating so-and-sos. So we do get our podium after all. Ellie moves up into 5th in the drivers. Kane 18th, really highlighting the issues. Move up to 7th in the constructors though, and only 24 points behind the leaders, and only 20 points off where we need to be at the end of the season. There's positivity coming out of this team, guys. Hopefully we can make it work. I really don't want to get sacked here. I want to stay with this team. I want to get this team promoted. I want to go forward. And I'm really enjoying this series. We came 4th apparently, so that's not going to help the chairman happiness, but it did help a little bit. It's gone up just a touch. Yeah, I've got time for an interview. Tell her I've got faith. Let's boost that morale up just a little bit. Frankie Kane, the driver who's god awful anyway, now has a neck injury, and -10 on that. Connor Chapman, are you interested? Yes you are. Let's talk. Number 2 driver. You prefer a long contract, that suits me. Signing on fee isn't very important. 210. Bonus size isn't very important. Well, let's go big on that. Try and sweeten the deal. That will end this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like and a subscribe is always appreciated, and we'll hopefully catch you all next time.